I went on a 7-day trip to the Setouchi area, and it was an unforgettable experience. In the previous episode, I discussed my trip plans and potential savings with the pass I purchased. If you're contemplating a similar adventure or considering regional JR passes, be sure to check it out. In this episode, join me on my first day exploring Kyoto. Welcome to the second episode of One Man, One Pass, One Trip to the Real Japan, where I take you through my incredible journey across Kansai, Shikoku, Chugoku, and share with you some of the valuable travel tips I learned along the way to help you plan your own adventure. My flight landed at Kansai Airport at noon. After clearing customs, I exited to the first floor of the arrivals hall. If you're taking the bus or a taxi, you can just go outside from here and catch your ride. You can learn more about it here. However, if you're like me and opt for a train to Osaka or Kyoto, go upstairs, cross the connector bridge, and you'll arrive at the Kansai Airport station. At the station, you'll find ticket offices and machines for 2 train operators. Nankai, a privately owned railway company on the left, is a better choice for reaching Namba in Osaka. On the right, we have JR, the quasi-state-owned railway giant. For first-timers, whichever train operator you plan to travel with, I recommend going to the ticket counter. For me, I reserved the Setouchi Area pass and aim to catch the limited express Haruka, which is the fastest option to go from Kansai Airport to Kyoto. I received my pass, redeemed a ticket, and reserved a seat at the ticket counter all within 10 minutes thanks to the lovely staff. With pass and ticket in hand, I passed through the blue JR ticket gates by inserting both my JR pass and ticket into the slot. Before descending to the platforms, I paused to admire the goofy Nankai train mascot. Now the challenging part was over. All that remained was checking the platform info display and waiting for my train. Despite being the fastest train, the journey still took 1 hour and 20 minutes. Considering many Kyoto attractions close after 5 p.m., I had to plan my visits carefully upon arrival. After reaching Kyoto, I bought the 1-day bus and subway pass for 1,100 yen from a specialized ticket machine in front of the station. This pass is essential for exploring Kyoto, allowing unlimited rides for the day. I then quickly boarded a bus headed for Kiyomizu Dera Temple, my first stop in the city. The bus dropped me off at the foot of Sanenzaka, a sloping cobblestone street lined with historical Japanese buildings. It's a 10-minute climb necessary to reach Kiyomizu Dera. The temple is a popular tourist spot with a magnificent architecture centerpiece and breathtaking views. It also featured the Ottawa waterfall, believed to bring longevity, love life improvement, and academic success. But if you drink from more than one, you will be punished for being greedy instead. Interesting stuff. After Kiyomizu Dera, I set off for Nanzenji Temple, a Zen Buddhist temple with tranquil gardens and unique water aqueduct architecture. There's no need for words. After getting off the bus, this is what I saw. The stunning Zen garden is gorgeous beyond words. I think I might just found my favorite place in the city. It's starting to get dark after I came out of the temple, and getting dark means a lot of the tourist attractions will close. But I had a plan, starting with ramen. In my opinion, Kyoto Station's Ramen Koji or Ramen Road offers the best variety of ramen and is easy to reach too. I ordered the chicken soba noodles and a cold Asahi beer. The rich chicken broth was really rich and flavorful, and it really was great. The Japanese guy sitting next to me was sweating profusely the whole time and was wiping with tissues non-stop. I tried to offer him a piece of the wet facial wipe that I had, but he smiled, thanked me, and declined, which is to be expected from the timid and polite people here. But to my surprise, as he finished his meal and prepared to leave, he stopped and thanked me again for offering him the wet wipe. While it's nothing huge, it's these small gestures that make you feel warm inside. It filled me with determination, or maybe it's just beer. On the station's top floor, an observation deck provided a glimpse of the city, but for the ultimate Kyoto panorama, you don't have to go far from here. The Kyoto Tower across the street was your best choice. While I did book my tickets in advance, I didn't expect much, but I was pleasantly surprised. The view was unbeatable. There were free-to-use binoculars for a closer look into the city. The city is now like a delicate miniature sandbox model at your fingertips. And see what I found here. After the Kyoto Tower, there's a place I've always wanted to visit at night. The Fushimi Inari Taisha Shrine, famous for its Senbon Torii gates. Although I had been there during the day in the past, I've heard that visiting the shrine at night offered a different, enchanting experience. I took the JR train to Fushimi Inari for free with my Setouchi Area pass and ended up just in front of the shrine. Even though there's no staff around, the shrine is technically still open, and you are free to go in and explore. Much to my surprise, there's almost no visitors at all. I carefully went up the stairs and admired the shrines. It was very different compared to a day visit. The entire place was quiet and moody with the orange lights still on and bugs chirping in the background. It was mesmerizing. But when I went up the hills through the Senbon Torii gates, I discovered that the lights along the way are present but few and far between. Then I decided that this is when I should conclude the day. I'm not going up there alone. Taking the last train back to Kyoto Station, I realized that there were no longer any buses, so I had to hail a taxi. The ride cost me 2,000 yen. As someone that makes travel guides, I have truly disgraced my family. Now that my first day has ended, it'll be fun to talk about the place I stayed at. I booked a capsule room at a Tsukimi hotel for 3,366 yen a night. The hotel is very close to Kiyomizu, Dera, and Gion. The location is great. The staffs are friendly, the capsule rooms have ample space, and the bathrooms are spotless. I was extremely happy with what I got for such a low price. In fact, I was quite happy with all the places that I stayed at during the trip, and I will talk about them in the later episodes. Now, let's talk about expenses on transportation for the first day. The Setouchi Area pass, priced at 19,000 yen, allowed me to take the limited express Haruka from Kansai Airport to Kyoto, originally a 3,840 yen ride, for free. Additionally, the train to and from Fushimi Inari Taisha cost 300 yen, but I traveled for free. This meant I had already recouped 22% of the pass's value. It looks like a promising start. On the other hand, the Kyoto one-day bus and subway pass didn't prove to be a great investment this time. From the 1,100 yen paid, I only got 960 yen value out of it, not accounting for the 2,000 yen taxi fare due to missing the last bus. Therefore, if you're spending only half a day in the city and don't care much about the convenience the pass offers, it may not be necessary to purchase it. Okay, that's it for the first day of the trip. Despite having only half a day, we managed to explore several iconic places in the city, and it turned out to be a pretty good experience. In the next episode, I'll continue my journey to the west. Until then, bye.